How can you land a marketing agency client, no matter what type of agency you're running, on day one? Okay, that's the topic in this video. And this is gonna be a little bit of an interesting one because I don't really ever talk about the agency aspect to one of my companies. So here's the cool thing. I wanna give you guys a full rundown. Before I actually really got deep into e-commerce, one of the things that really helped me break out of my shell was trying to close business owners on the idea of running their marketing. Okay, this could mean even building them a website, managing their social media posting, the typical things. Now I took this idea from Ty Lopez, who had just launched and like blown up the social media marketing program or whatnot, and I kind of took it and ran with it. And while I never really did close a client back then, there was a couple moments that were, let's just say, big breakthrough periods. I'll give it to you like this. I was a very, very big introvert, and I want to bring this before I talk about anything else because I believe this is very important. I sat on a bench, a public bench, outside of a restaurant for 6.5 hours in the sun, worried about going inside to a restaurant to ask for the manager so that I could talk to the owner. True story. One of my friends, Kai, can attest to this. I was in Naples, Florida for 2 weeks. I was about 15. I literally sat on a bench for 6 hours before I worked up the balls to go inside. 6 hours. Okay, and the manager wasn't even there. It was too late in the day, and I never followed up. I was like, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, and didn't come back. But the act of me actually doing that, being able to push through, was huge for me. And now it's spiraled into the point where, I don't really ever talk about the agency because it's a separate thing to what I really, focus on teaching here, at least, on my YouTube channel. But I've brought in a new additional income stream just with the agency. Inside of a 3-week period, I brought in $72,000 in new residual clients, and that does not include equity shares and certain profit shares that we were doing. Now, I've had clients for, actually one of my oldest ones is about 1.5 years, a little bit more, 1 3/4 years now, and I do none of the work. I've never done any of the work. I've never run a single ad. I didn't change their website in the beginning. I outsourced that to one of my friend's agency, Ryan. Now this guy had an agency down in Miami, and they're still fulfilling the work to this day. It's a low ticket client. It's $1,200 a month. I talk to him once a month. It's still very, very simple. It's literally, we do next to nothing, but it brings some results, just basic lead generation. It's a chiropractor. So this is like such a simple little thing where it was completely outsourced. And so I was always kind of fascinated. And while I got into e-commerce very deeply and I really started focusing on that, it was always in the back of my mind. It was always lingering there. How can I get these residuals? E-commerce is great. I love it. If it was a race between the agency and e-commerce of what I could make more money with in the next 60 days, e-commerce would win. But long term, okay, and I'm not saying e-commerce isn't long term. Long term, I like to have multiple streams of income. And having, e-commerce can be residual. A lot of people don't think about subscription-based business models, but e-commerce can be that. But typically, it depends on how you structure, but your agency will be some sort of monthly retainer fee in order to do something. This could be as basic as, $300 a month, or I'll show you some things on here for a couple $100, $500, where it's just basic posting. And I've had a VA doing it for a year, where it's just on residual. So I'm actually gonna show you guys some numbers here in a moment of some things for one company that I'm doing where it's just some very simple stuff where I've been closing clients just here and there, people I meet, little things, and it's literally nothing. I don't do this work. I have a team, completely outsource this, and this is not the bulk of the agency money because I use a different processor for that is with a business partner. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. The agency component is typically gonna be a retainer. Now, we have some clients where we bring on and they might not have a lot of money, so we will take a percentage of the business's profit during that time. And that might seem scary or like a big thing, but if it's like a newer business, that can be something that makes all the sense. Or even if it's an established company that's just not making a lot of money. So it's all about confidence. And again, just like e-commerce, if you start a store, it's the same thing as getting a client. You still have to be able to get results. So you gotta learn that skill first. So I wanna show you guys this first real quick. These here are just a couple of recurring, okay, hang on, let it load in here. These are some different recurring things that are hitting every single month. So little things, down from like 1,000 to 300 bucks, like basic Instagram posting on that. There's some super simple things. I know this one was like making like a Facebook video for them twice a week or something. I don't do anything. And then some basic stuff with marketing that I oversee on a few of these bigger ticket clients. But there's literally so much opportunity no matter what you're doing. And I'm not even gonna get in this video on what type of agency, what type of clients, this or that. you can do anything. I'll talk about that if, I don't know, this is like one of the first agency videos. If you guys want me to talk about that, I'd be more than happy to. But let's pivot this. How do you close a client day one? I'm gonna make this very simple for you. People disagree with me on this. It's totally cool. This is my favorite way. This is how I did it. I went to a client. I knew that I was not good at marketing, and I told them that. I straight up told them that I'm like, look, I'm not the best. You can go hire someone who probably charges the same amount that I'm trying to charge you, and they will do a better job. But guess what? I will learn faster, I will learn better, and I will be with you longer, and I will give you more personal, direct help. So anything you need, you hit me up. I don't care if it's 3 a.m., I will help you. So I used that, and I did not charge them the full price. What you can do, you can take one of two approaches. Half off, which is one thing where you might be able to do that, or for free. And some people don't like, devalue your agency. If you take the approach of I'm new and I'm not the best, but I wanna prove it and I wanna make sure to learn the skill, you take them on for free. Here's what's gonna happen, and a lot of people don't think about the chain reaction. Forget the one person, the one guy you just closed for free. So you have a client now for 30 days where you're doing free work, and as long as you can fulfill, then boom, you start them at $2,000 a month. Is doing 1 month of work for free to get one client at $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, even if it's $1,000, it's worth it. But here's the thing, this is why the agency is so great. If you come and close me as a client on anything, guess what's gonna happen? I have 20, 30, 40, 50 other friends who I know personally, who trust me, who if you do a great job on something that would impact them, that wouldn't negatively affect me by having them doing the same thing, I will go refer you to all of them. I can do that. And even if you give me a cut, I'd have even more incentive. So what happens is you now have, let's say, a restaurant owner. I guarantee you he has at least 3 other friends, 5 other friends, some of them 10, 15, 20 other friends who own businesses. Now they might not all be restaurant owners, but it's that whole saying of like birds of the same feather flock together. Business owners, they know other business owners. So here's the cool thing. You could take your client, close them day one for free. Almost like you're gonna be able to do that. All you gotta do is prospect hard enough, set a lot of appointments, walk into businesses, email, call, use LinkedIn, do everything. There's so much different stuff. Like you go to like 5 meetings, you'll be able to close one for free. I can pretty much guarantee it, and you'll get good at sales along the way. Do it for free. And here's the cool thing. You'll be able to then tap into their network down the road. And if you give them a cut saying like, hey, refer me 3 people this month, and I'll do theirs for half off and I'll make yours free for another month. And so they keep referring you people, they keep getting it for free. And you keep growing. Even though you're discounting the new people, that's the fastest way to expand. And I'll talk about some absolutely insane expansion strategies maybe in other videos or something. But let's focus for the last couple minutes here on this premise of closing someone day one. I wanna be as practical as possible, because when I was sitting on that bench, like pooping my pants, like about to S-word a brick, just freaking out, like I was sweating. Oh my God, my pit stains were huge. I was there like, keep in mind I'm in the sun in Florida, sitting outside in khakis and a black polo shirt. I remember this. Oh my goodness, man. I reached down to feel my wallet and my wallet was wet. That's how much I was sweating. I wanna give you the practical advice on how to overcome things like that as an introvert. We can make videos on that. But if you wanna close a client, day one, you're gonna have to talk to more than one person. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna wanna go ahead, email, call, and LinkedIn. Those are the 3 platforms I would focus on to directly reach business owners, and or if you feel comfortable, you can walk into a business. Set 5 appointments. Set at least 5, a bare minimum of 5. You can do 3 to 5. I would try and have one day where you close, or you have at least 3 appointments on the same day. I guarantee you, if you're doing that strategy and you do it properly and you know anything about sales, you can close 1 out of 3. I can go into a business that I've properly vetted, I've prospected them, we've set an appointment. I'll probably close an average of 1 to 2 out of 3 at the full price right away. And now that's because I can show results, I've gotten good at sales, I know what to say, how to say it, body language, how to read them. I know their problems, and that comes with experience. But if you can go ahead, come in there and bring value and do what I said with, you know what, I'm really not the best. Be honest, but say, hey, I wanna get good. I wanna make sure that I can help your business explode. And then from there, if you have other friends that would love help with their business as well, I wanna become the guy. I'll be your guy, 24/7, 365. I'll do anything you need. I will make sure it works. I'm learning from top industry experts. Say things like that, and because that's honest. You have to be truthful with that, and you should actually be learning. Because guess what's gonna happen? And this is the part that sucks. Even if you close a client on no discount or whatever, let's say you get them at $2,000 a month right away, and you don't get them results. You don't give them anything. Your service is bad. They're going to leave you. Whether it's your service of the actual service you're providing or your customer service, they will leave. And I'll tell you this from experience. Bringing on a client, going through the effort of prospecting, closing, setting up accounts, getting access to things, contract, starting the marketing, making all the ad creatives, you are actually at a loss until, in my opinion, 3 months and beyond in. So you have to have them for at least 3 months to make it worthwhile, because the amount of time and effort you're putting in the beginning, in my opinion, especially if you're already making money, is not worth it in the beginning. So that's why it's so key to be able to get results. So what I want to go ahead and do right now, I want you guys to drop a question down below. What questions do you have about the agency? I'm sure this will spiral 10, 20 different topics. We can talk about closing, more sales strategies, contracts, how to break out of your shell as an introvert, how to actually get results for them, what types of clients to go for, how to structure your business legally. Every single little point of that process I could talk about. Maybe I'll even go close someone and have like a recording mic in my pocket. I already do that all the time for myself. I'll actually, I have a file on my computer that I can show you, okay? Hang on here. Let's see. Oh, that's a different, I can't show you the title because it says the business in there. Anyways, I have things, because here's something I do, and I recommend you do this. Put it in your pocket, put your phone recording audio in your pocket, or if you're doing it over the phone, record everything with a camera or a different phone or an iPad or whatever. Record it so that you can listen back to it. I practiced that, that's how I've gotten good at sales. I definitely believe in that. Do that, you'll be able to close a client. You could even close a client day one. Imagine that. Do some work for free for a month, get good, get them on a retainer, tell them, hey, bring one friend this month, get them on because you like what I'm doing now, I'll give you half off. So they'll go from 0 to, instead of paying, let's just say 2,000, they're only gonna pay 1,000 this month. So now they're gonna pay 1,000, but now you have their friend who might also get a half off discount who's only paying 1,000. You start his, you say the same thing to him, it's like this tree branch. So we can talk about all that. It's just about learning the skills, doing the work, and those initial sales strategies to close clients. Okay, I haven't made too many videos on sales directly. There's other people you can watch, Grant Cardone and whatnot, if you want to learn sales skills today, but I will be sure to talk about it in relation to the agency clients that I have closed, okay? So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you want me to talk a little bit more about some social media marketing, different avenues, different streams of income, residual stuff versus non-residual stuff, definitely let me know by dropping a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, because we're dropping content on a daily basis. So let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. And with that being said, I'll be seeing you tomorrow in the next video. Peace.